Life's best moments are best captured by photography and video. You may ask, why photography and video? Because if a photo is worth 1,000 words, video is worth 1,000,000. And GPS photography and video will leave you speechless. GPS specializes in weddings, swords, fitness, and so much more. Book your next shoot today at 910-257-0526 or gpsphotoandvideo.com.
Welcome to the Amazon's podcast. I'm Glenn Young, owner of Amazon's Fitness Magazine. Celebrate the female physique. Subscribe to amazonsfitmag.com. I want to thank all of the new sponsors of the website, especially those that have been with me since May. So I want to thank you guys, and let's keep them coming. The podcast is brought to you by Maximus Posing Suits. Let your inner warrior shine. Celebrating or competing competition suits, winning on every stage. MaximusPosingSuits.com. The guest joining me tonight, she is an NPC head judge. She's an NPC bikini competitor, co-promoter of Pennsylvania Muscle. You've seen her on Business in Bikini, one of my favorite shows on YouTube. She's a fitness model. She was on the cover of the January 2023 issue of Amazon's Fitness Magazine. Please welcome Nikki Politi.
Hello. Hey. What an introduction.
Hey, I did my best. I wanted to pump you up, so
thank you.
Easy to do. It's easy to do with you. Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
What could be better than you joining me on this day? So it's pretty good. We got Hump Day, Valentine's Day, and then coming up later we'll have Wellness Wednesday. So good stuff.
Very cool.
So what's been going on with you?
Oh, so much. The season's starting. We have the Arnold coming up in about a month. Actually, less than a month. I think it's 3 weeks now. And then 4 weeks after the Arnold, I'm head judging the NPC Philadelphia Classic. So
nice.
The season is beginning. It's exciting.
What date is that on?
I believe the Philly Classic is on April 6th. It's that first Saturday in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you always wanted to be a judge?
I've always liked it. I think there was always, this is going to sound crazy, but I think there was always more to me than being a competitor. And at first I thought it was, I'll just go into spray tanning, which I still love, but I guess my shoes weren't fulfilled enough. So I asked if I could test judge, and it took off, and I loved it ever since.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest thing about feedback coming into last season that you gave competitors? Because you judge males and females.
Yes.
What's been the biggest point we made to them?
The biggest thing I always say to everybody, it's the running theme. Take time off to grow.
Okay.
I will see countless times over and over again the same people coming back with the same physique because they're so addicted to the stage that they don't want to take the time away to grow and come back with a different physique. And that doesn't mean that, some people need an 8-month off season. Some people need 6 months. Some people may need over a year. But you don't want to come back showcasing the same body over and over again and place the same as you've always been. You need time to improve. So constantly my feedback is always take improvement season seriously and take long enough where you and your coach come up with a game plan where you need that time.
So you recommend they take the whole next year off, or the season, whatever time it takes, I guess, to grow?
Yeah, because everyone's body is different. For bikini, some people may not need a year. They may need less, or they may need more. I remember, speaking personally, when I took a year off, it did my body wonders. I came back stronger than ever. I came back with my best physique. But some people don't need a year off. I think it would help men to take at least a year off, and that doesn't mean compete within that year. Take the actual year off. If you compete in May, take all the way off till May and then readjust where, May of 23 and then May of 24, then readjust and see where you're at. Taking time off helps the body and the mind reset. It's just so good for you.
Well, the biggest thing that I always wondered, if people always hear the comment, if shows are won from the back,
Yes.
especially they must be lost in the front when we talk about your abs, abdominals, and thighs. What's your thoughts on that?
So you're talking about strictly bikini?
Well, overall. Take me through each category. What's your point?
So for bikini, shows are definitely one from the back. With bikini, the main thing in the front with bikini, if your abs are over chiseled, yes, it's not something that we actually want to see. You like a small, tight core, but it doesn't have to be chiseled abs. We don't like to see striated or really defined quads.
Okay.
That bikini does not like to see. It is, yeah, the shape of them is nice and development is nice, but the striations and the fibers in them is not something that bikini is a look for. With men's bodybuilding, your glutes need to be striated. When you turn around and face that curtain and you do your back double bicep, if you have soft glutes, that's a problem if you're hard and chiseled in the front and then soft in the back. So yes, the shows are definitely one from the back in many divisions.
So that's a yes that they're lost in the front. Because with men, it seems like they can't control their waist, or they got a distended, stomach for some reason or whatever.
Yeah. It could hurt them. It's an overall package. So if you have somebody that is super tight in the front and soft in the back, and then somebody else who's vice versa, you have to you start to nitpick at that point. Well, what looks better as a total package? How's their conditioning? How's their posing? How's their presentation? How's their tan? How's their overall look? You nitpick at everything at that point because there's no clear-cut winner.
Explain what is when they're talking, I guess, with bikini, what are they talking about when they say glute tie-in? And a lot of fans always, they hear this, but they don't know, well, what are they talking about? She looked great to me.
Bikini is always so questionable, right? So the fans. So glute tie-in is, and our current Miss Bikini Olympia is a great representation of it. You want to have full round glutes, upper glute development, round glutes, and that little tie-in to the hamstrings. So at the bottom where you see the connection between the glute muscle and the hamstring muscle, those tie-ins right there, they can't be so pronounced in bikini where they look like poles going up and down the girl's legs. They have to be just slight separation there. When it's too much, that's not what bikini is about. As much as, fans love muscle and I love muscle too, the look of bikini is, it's just it's basically like a showcase of those tie-ins. It's not full strided development right there.
I got you.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this earlier, and then our earlier interview which is on the YouTube channel, where after the shoot we did a little on-set interview. What's the advantage on the stage? Is it a bikini? And we're talking about bikini is it a bikini with long hair versus short hair? And then it's all brunettes. Has a blonde ever won Miss Olympia?
Okay, so when you asked me this, I literally sat there and I was like, oh man, I need to think about this for a second. So a straight blonde, like pure blonde, has never won,
right.
But they've placed top 5. They have been runner up, and we've had a few dirty blondes, which is the blonde and brown mixture of highlights and whatnot. There's really no, like, you don't have to be a brunette to win. It just happens to be that, I guess, a blonde has not come up and swept the title away yet. I mean, they've come close. They've been runner up and whatnot. Short hair, long hair does not matter. And I think it was last year's Arnold. I forget what it was. I remember Jourdain has very short hair, and she was placing top 5 at these big shows. And I don't know if you know who she is, but she's a bikini IFBB pro bikini competitor. Big black curly hair. It's on the shorter side, and she was placing really, really well at these shows. And she just placed, I think, 9th at the Olympia. So short hair, long hair, does not matter.
And then, of course, the current champ, Jennifer Dory, right?
Yes.
What about suit color?
Suit color matters.
Okay.
Major.
All right, hit me with that.
Major.
Why does suit matter so much?
Because there are skin tones and skin colors and your tan and your overall look. There are certain suit colors that could clash on somebody. So if you have dark features, like I have really dark eyes and dark hair and a deep tan, I cannot go on stage wearing like bright orange. It would look ridiculous on me. I have to go with those warmer, deeper tones, like the deep purple and the deep blue. If you have a blonde, she's not going to be wearing the same color as me, because our features and our skin tones are totally different. So the color has to go toward your look, your presentation. It all goes with the individual. And the best thing to do, that I always thought, if you're skeptical about, so many of these suit companies will do like these like almost like they'll change what you look like in a suit, like with different colors. So you see
like a mock-up. Okay.
Yeah, like a digital mock-up of what you could look like. But even girls, I think, can tell, like when they try on like regular bathing suits. Like if you have a favorite purple bikini, you may want to try that for, your on-stage suit.
Red, yellow, and green.
Red,
and
yellow.
I guess the other thing that we're not bringing up is stage lighting, how it reflects. And then you mentioned skin tones, but I mean, what's the most popular? Is it a red? Is it a blue, yellow?
I would definitely say blue is the most popular. Blue is definitely most popular. Purple is popular. Green is popular. Red is popular. Those are the go-to colors.
I got you.
Very rarely do you see something out of the norm. I know last year's winner, Maureen, she had hot pink. There are a couple of those that we would see here and there, but usually blue, purple, green, and red are super popular.
And never white. Because with the tanning, I was like, but somebody has pulled that off a bit though, yeah?
I've seen it before. I have. It works for some people. It does. It works. It does. It makes them stand out. But the tan will ruin that bikini. No doubt about that. That's the chance they want to take.
Well, hey, God bless them.
Yeah.
So the signature pose of a bikini.
Yes.
And when you're on stage yourself, and it comes down to mindset, and you hear the judge say 180 and face the wall.
Yeah.
And then walk it back.
Yeah.
Now, I can tell you what's happening in the stands as fans, because everybody's looking in, and when they say 180 and face the wall, everybody leans forward. And when you says walk it back, everybody like, oh. So it's like a collective sigh of breath. It really is the best pose in women's bodybuilding to me.
Yes.
One of the best, if not the best. But what goes through your mind as a competitor when you're on stage?
Oh, as a competitor?
And then talk to me, what are you looking for as a judge?
As a competitor, all I think to myself is, oh my God, don't jiggle, don't jiggle, don't jiggle. Like, you want to make the slightest movement as possible, because when they see jiggle, they don't like that. So as a competitor, in my mind, I'm just like, oh my God, don't move, go slow, go slow. Which, as a judge, you don't know how fast the athletes are actually moving on stage, because you are looking at every single glute on there, and you're looking at their walk. So I have no clue if somebody's really walking super fast or super slow, because I'm so focused on what's moving. So as a judge, I do love that, because that's what really separates athletes from one another, and that really separates the winner from the runner-up, because the moment I see that jiggle, I'm not looking at you anymore.
Yeah, you just mark them off. That's crazy, because like I said, it's the best pose. Everybody's like, whoa. But when you take it, when you look at wellness, because it's essentially the same pose.
Yeah.
And ideally, I think from a fan's perspective, you should have a bikini and wellness pose down. So when they say that command of walk 180 and face the wall and walk it back. Wellness versus bikini. What are your thoughts? What wins? Well,
What's
are
it?
you looking for the same thing when the wellness competitors up there?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
it's essentially the same pose, but obviously you want tighter glutes, still
yeah.
no
Well,
striations.
yeah. With wellness, it's pretty much the same thing. I don't want to see a jiggle when they're walking to the
Mhm.
back. Um, it's almost the same. And it's funny that you said pose down because a couple of years ago at the shows I was head judging at, they suggested to do that. They're like, let's do a pose down with the runner, all the running athletes for the bikini and wellness athletes. I'm like, yeah, let's
There
go
you go.
for
You
it.
got to make it happen, the NPC
Yeah.
judge. There you go.
I went for it. I was like, yeah, let's do this. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
The athletes were so confused. They didn't know what to do. They like stood up.
Uh-huh.
I remember like some girls had fun with it and they were like throwing up front double biceps and stuff.
Right.
But a lot of the girls just didn't know what to do, and I felt bad. I was just like, oh no, this is not what I wanted.
So
I
it
wanted
didn't
them to
work
have
out.
fun. Yeah. But we tried. We tried.
Well, another one for me would be women's physique versus female bodybuilders,
Yeah.
and it'll come down to the abdominals and thighs, and so because they
Yeah.
got a like pose. So,
Yeah,
but
that's
anyway, food for thought.
that is a good one. I like that.
So, talk to me about you as a fitness model. You obviously been on the cover of Amazon's, on the cover of Passion Fitness magazine. I mean, you have that look that every photographer wants to shoot.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, I'm just saying, and I need to know when we shooting again soon too. But what's the shoot that you haven't done that you really want to do?
Oof. You know what? There was one shoot that I saw that Jen Dory did, and she looked like she was in the desert, like in a mountain somewhere. Like there was
Mhm.
like sand everywhere. Like it looked like sand mountains or something. I don't know, but the whole background was like a very neutral color. It was very brown. And she had two looks. One was a very black outfit, and one was a very white outfit.
Hmm.
I was like, I really like this because all the focus was on her, and it's just
Right.
like a very natural background. And I was like, I like it. And it reminded me actually of the shoot that we had, our very first one in Pittsburgh, when we
Yeah.
had literally just
It-
a pool.
Yeah.
Pool, which I love because it's like
Yeah. I
it's
did
so
too.
simple, but it works.
And they had that brick background, so yeah,
Yeah.
that was definitely a great shoot. Well, they're
Yeah.
all great shoots, but yeah.
Yes.
So you more like location versus studio.
Yeah.
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 And I mean, in gym, everybody's doing gym, so it's like, I mean,
Oh yeah, I've had so many gym photo shoots, and I don't get me wrong, I like them, but after a while, it's like, okay, I need something different now.
yeah. Gym to me is like last minute, so I'm like,
Yeah,
we just have to see what happens.
yeah, it's so nice.
Okay, so are you going to do a show this year? Are
I
you
don't
going to be back
know.
on stage?
I don't know. I am
Mhm.
this year may be on hold. Like I said, I was talking to you before we were filming
Mhm.
this. I have a new show coming in September, so this will be show number
Yeah.
2 for me. I have that happening, and me and Gary are working on a third. So that either is going to happen this year, which I don't think so. I think it's going to happen next year, just based on timing and stuff. And I'll throw a little hint out there with the Masters Olympia. So,
Nice.
yeah, that may happen next year. But we have, me and Gary have a lot to do. We have our posing seminar coming up. So I
Yeah, I
don't,
saw that. Now, where's that? That's going to be where?
that's going to be in Delaware at the training
Okay.
center. It's on March 23rd. Me and Gary are hosting it. We did it last year. Great turnout. Hoping for a better one this time. We go over every single division: posing, presentation, tanning, suits, hair and makeup, heels, jewelry, men's and women's quarter turns, mandatory poses, everything. And coaches are welcome.
Mhm.
Friends and family are welcome. Listening on everything, and it's a good time. We have vendors there. It's very nice.
So the new show that you're doing this year is in York, Pennsylvania, you were saying?
Yes, it's in York, Pennsylvania. It will be September 21st.
Okay.
It is at the York Barbell Museum. Um, which was really cool because when me and Gary went to go look at the museum, it was so much fun seeing the history of bodybuilding and the history of powerlifting. So the event will be held there. It is an all natural show. We are drug testing the show. But the cool thing about the show is that if you win the open overalls as a natural athlete, we pay for your entry to go into the Ben Weider Naturals to get your IFBB Pro card.
Nice.
Yes. So we want the athletes to do well as a natural competitor and give them the chance to earn their card.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, and then, of course, y'all have the teen that's in July.
Yeah. Teen
collegiate team.
Yeah, Teen Collegiate Masters Nationals is the third week in July. Yep.
And then USA's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, it all kicks off with the May Pittsburgh Pro, right?
Yeah, Pittsburgh Pro is the first one of the one of the big ones of the year. Yeah.
It's a lot of shows in Pennsylvania. It's really like a mecca because, other than Florida, that's where you want to go to find the bodybuilders and the competitors.
Yeah, so. You know what? Pittsburgh is the home of bodybuilding, so it seems like everybody just goes towards that area. So, but the third show me and Gary have planned is not in Pennsylvania. So I'm gonna keep that, little hints here and there.
You're not gonna bring any to North Carolina? I'm just saying.
I don't know. We have some plans. We're taking.
It would be nice.
We'll see.
Man. Business and Bikini, one of my favorite shows on YouTube. Oh. Y'all give great content, great Q&A. All three of you. You're obviously my favorite. When is the show coming back? What's going on with Business and Bikini? That should definitely be a podcast.
Yes, it should. The thing is, it's just so hard with all of our schedules. The weekends we're all at shows, so it's very difficult. And then like Monday, we're all recovering, or flying back home. We got some stuff in the works, some things going on. There is a season coming out after the road to Columbus. I just texted JM about this, so he better get on it if you're listening, JM.
There you go.
Yeah, so I texted him about this, so he should be airing that right after the Arnold, when all the Arnold stuff wraps up. Good
stuff. Yeah. And you'll be at the Arnold's?
I'm trying to. The flights are so expensive, but yeah, I'm trying. I'm doing my best to get over there.
You never know how the weather's going to be either, because it's right, end of February, first week of March, and So I go. I like to drive just because I can't lose any camera equipment.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Last year was so cold over there. Oh my god.
Yeah, there'll be no outside shoots for sure. That's what it do. So now you're back to gym or boudoir, hotel shoot, or what have you.
Yeah, I did that last year. I did a boudoir shoot at right before my show. Yeah, that was nice.
So it's Valentine's Day. Yes. No plans?
Well, before this, I was at the gym, and then before that, I was at work.
There you go.
But I have plans this weekend, so that'll be nice.
It's hard when it's in the middle of the week. So it's like,
yeah, it's very hard, and I'm not like you know me. I never sit still, so
you're always moving.
Always on the go. Yeah, so. During the week, like I pack as much as I could do during the week, and I do so much. I'm constantly doing things, so there's no way I can find time to hang out during the week. That doesn't happen for me.
And are you finished with school now, or are you still gonna?
Oh, we didn't talk about this.
No, you're at Rutgers University, right? That's your.
Yeah, so I graduated in November.
Nice.
I graduated. Thank you. Just waiting for my diploma to come in the mail, but I did graduate. And even though I graduated, I am still going for some certificates in what I am doing. So technically still in school, but I'm doing it on my time. So like I'm not in a semester. I'm not, you know, if I want to take 12 weeks to learn a course or 20, I could do that. So I'm doing that right now. And like I said, I'm always busy. Like I'm right back. I graduated and right back.
What's your degree is in? Degree?
My degree is in biochemistry.
Brains and beauty. That's a tough major.
Thank you.
That's a tough major. So what do you want to do with that? You want to go get your master's? Do you want to go get your doctorate?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so up in the air about that. Yeah, I haven't figured that part out yet because I'm so focused right now. I'm focused on finishing up these certificates, and I'm doing. Obviously, I have a lot going on in the bodybuilding industry, so I haven't. I like where I work. I haven't really thought about moving forward with the degree just yet.
Well, you got time.
Yeah,
you got time. So the first thing that's in the hatch for you is the Arnold's.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the Arnold. I don't know when I'm getting there, but I'll be there. And then after that, I got my posing seminar with Gary.
Yeah.
So looking forward to. We have such a good time. And then the Philly Classic. We'll be judging that.
All the invites will go out to the athletes. So what? And I'll close it out with this. So if you see one that just does not one competitor or a competitor that just doesn't listen and come back the next year,
Yeah.
when you told them to take a year off,
Yeah.
what do you say to them?
I never say anything about previous feedback. So I'll never say to them like, why didn't you listen to me? I told you to take time off. I won't do that. But I'll encourage time off again or be like, you know what, maybe you should focus on this body part or this and come back next year, try something different.
Right.
But I'll never look down upon them for not listening. They have their own goals in mind. They're going to listen to their coach and their own thoughts. And, I'm just there to provide my feedback.
I'll close it out with this. What's your short-term and long-term goals? Where is Nikki Politi going to be in 3 years, 5 years? Are you going to be still in New Jersey? Are you going to move to Pittsburgh? Move to North Carolina?
I don't know if I'll be in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
There's been some talk about me moving, maybe.
And then the weather is horrible, obviously.
The weather does suck over here in Jersey. It does. But there's nothing better than a Jersey Shore summer. So I'll say that. I will not be moving to Pittsburgh. I love my people in Pittsburgh, but I will not be moving out there at all.
You're there like 6-7 months out the year.
I know.
Every other week.
I know. I flew out there in January and it was awful. But in 3 to 5 years, obviously me and Gary will have our 3 shows. Maybe a fourth. We'll see. Oh man, 3 to 5 years. I haven't even thought about that. I don't know where I'll be, We'll see. I don't know.
I'll give you a look in. IFBB Pro Bikini competing to get on the Olympia stage. Write that one down.
All right, I'll put it down.
Why not? I mean,
I'll be honest with you, because I've been so focused on being a promoter. Sometimes I forget that I'm an athlete. So like, even though like, yeah, I do my cardio and I go to the gym and eat my meals and everything, like I almost forget that I'm even doing that because I'm putting on a show. I don't know if that sounds weird. I don't know. It's just, I'm so like wrapped up in that right now.
But you seem to manage both of them well, both competing as versus being a judge. So
thank you.
How's your family?
Everyone's really, really good, really, really healthy. I have 2 little nephews who I love. So, and they come to the PM Muscle. They're there every year. I had the one on stage giving out a medal. So it was cool. Very family oriented.
Well, that's important.
Yeah.
I'll give you the last word. Anything you want to say, cover? Great. Thank you again for coming on Valentine's Day and taking the time.
Yes.
Middle of the week can be tricky, but then weekends, everybody's usually busy too. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you asking me to be on here. It's been so much fun. And I'm, like I say, as always, very, very grateful to have you in my life. You've been,
Same here.
yeah,
Taurus for life.
yes. Yeah, you've been nothing but a pleasure. I love doing these things with you. And actually, I was showing my nephew the interview that we did in Virginia. So,
Yeah, the Richmond. Yeah.
yeah. I was showing him. Yeah, it's always a pleasure. Yeah.
Well, same here. Your birthday's May 8th or 9th?
May 8th. Yep.
May 8th. Yep. Mine's May 15th. So yeah.
Oh, I remember because you have the same birthday as one of my best friends, Rachel. So
there you go.
I know. Yeah. She earned her pro card, I think, about 2 years ago now. So can't forget that one.
Perfect. Well, say hello to Gary for me.
I will.
And please say hello to Ozzy the Manions, but say hello to Business in Bikini.
Oh, I
tell them
will.
to look forward to the next show.
Thank you. Most definitely.
Thanks a lot, Nikki. I really appreciate you for doing this. And let me know when that shoot's ready. Okay.
I will. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Take care.
Bye.
I'm Glenn Young for Amazon's Fitness Magazine. This has been the Amazon's podcast. Coming up just about an hour from now at 8:30 will be Wellness Wednesday with Melissa Guerrero. So we'll see you then. Again, this podcast is brought to you by Maximus Closing Suits. Let your inner warrior shine. Competition suits for victory on every stage. Until then, we'll see you next time I'll see you in an hour. For Nikki and, of course, myself. Take care.